Supposed key for the last dungeon Boonies moved to a Starter Town Volume 5 review. We're into the Christmas season, and the word of supposed kid from the last dungeon Boonies moved to the Starter Town is still in the middle of summer, and Lloyd is about to use his holiday weekend working part-time. With Volume 5 in hand, let's find out what trouble our protagonist gets himself into now. For the holiday weekend, Lloyd was been invited to work at a luxury hotel Reikokaku as a bellboy. Thanks to Lloyd's superhuman strength and skills, the manager is sure he will be able to help keep the place clean and help out in the kitchen during this busy period. However, unbeknownst note to Lloyd, in the town near the hotel there are strange cases of people falling into comas, and his boss worries that the culprit could be staying at the hotel. Naturally, Lloyd remains obviously to any nefarious schemes developing in the background and simply focuses on doing a good job. He works under senior staff member Kikyo, who is here to investigate the coma cases as well. Because of Lloyd's unbelievable strength, Kikyo quickly concludes that Lloyd must be hosted a tree sampling that has been stolen from a nearby monsters research lab. If that's the case, that we should eliminate it before it can bring harm to anyone else. Of course, with readers know what there's nothing wrong with Lloyd and this is just his normal everyday, but Kikyo is unwilling to accept this and carries on her plot to train him in a secret. Meanwhile, Lloyd is soon joined by friends from the academy who had come to the hotel for different reasons. Sally has been invited to Yokaku by her father for a weekend stay together and introduces her to an engagement meeting he has set up. Now that he has cursed belt that has finally been removed, thanks to Lloyd Volume 1, Salon's father sees the value in setting her up with the nobleman as quickly as possible, even if it's against her wishes. Stella has never felt like her father loved her, and since she's already very much in love with Lloyd, she's unimpressed by the idea of being so loved like this. With Lloyd working at a hotel, it's not long before Stella sets eyes on him and decides to go on a date with him instead of a guy she's supposed to be meeting. Thankfully for Lloyd, mercenary and friend Riho is also staying in a hotel and manages to keep Stella in check before her advances overwhelm our poor protagonist. What is happening? The cast to accidentally start or unravel the truth behind the coma cases, especially once Mary arrives to help. Andres is secretly just wanted to spend time with Lloyd. We'll have to wait until Volume 6 to see how this will all wrap up, but at least the content we had so far has been interesting and different to the previous arc. Volume 4 of the series excels because it goes back to what made Last Dungeon Boonies interesting to begin with. The manga is at best when it's making fun of the fact Lloyd is overpowered or obvious to it. Yes, sometimes it overdoes the joke to the point if it's not being funny, but since they introduce some new characters this time around, it becomes entertainment again as we watch the reactions. Suppose the key from the Last Dungeon Boonies moved to a Starter Town Volume 5 comes to the West thanks to Square Enix manga and continues to be translated by Andrew Cunningham. The translation reads, well, with no issues to note. Also includes in this release is a color page at the beginning and a selection of bonus illustration at the end which show that all the special images drawn for the series released in Japan. Up until the release of Volume 5 there, Volume 6 of the series is currently scheduled for next October, so it will be quite a while when we get to see the conclusion of this arc. Overall, suppose the key for the Last Dungeon Boonies who moved to a Starter Town Volume 5 enters a new arc with a kind of enthusiasm will draw in the reader is to sit back and enjoy the latest double a protagonist finds himself pulled into. This manga continues to be highly recommended if you enjoyed the premises so far. A brief review can be found on the publisher's website here. 9 over 10.